Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a throw left sideline. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up first and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but then LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He finds his receiver, Watson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15, touchdown!
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with career touchdown number 75. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch.
And now here's another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
For the ball, mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in his first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's caught inside the 35.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Hey, 626.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Jones again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of... And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions. I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyquan Thornton. 41 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Park, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up.
And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ridder for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Steps away. That is caught. And he's brought down. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Let's go. Go set. Set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
34 yards.
and the Falcons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And now here's another interception.
And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their own 44. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but
I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
10 cycles. 5-2. Yellow, blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He wants it all for the end zone.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Koo now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That would complete to Dax Milne.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Now it's Rodgers.
The throw on target there to Milne.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Cool for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. So late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad's a